Check, check. Hey, everyone. Just setting up right now for our stream. So today we are going to look at, let me find my, add a window so we can look at the browser. There we go. So what do we have today? We're definitely going to look at the Nordisk Contrabasse. That one ends in like 2 days. Probably tetrality. I've really wanted to look at the sample tracks one. I might be able to download some of those during the stream, but had some issues with like getting the download links for that. Simple Samples audio, the analog textures, I have that. We can look at that. And the 4-in-1 guitar bundle, I have that. We can look at that too. So, pop that away. We're just waiting for the email to go out, and then more people will show up, and we'll get started. Let's see. Okay, I'll load up the analog textures here. This is the Simple Samples audio deal. I think $40 right now. I'm going to try to download some of the sample track stuff. Should work. Downloading pretty fast. I just hope it doesn't steal the bandwidth from the stream, but it's pretty small files. All right, how is everyone doing today? If you're in here, drop a chat and say hi. All right, so we got 5 of those sample tracks. One's downloading. This one is really cool, and there's only 2 days left for it. The Nordisk Contrabasse. I really like that one a lot. It's a bit different. All right, hello everyone. I had this all set up to go downstairs in the basement studio on the desktop, and then had some issues. So I was like ready to go at 2:30, and then the internet is like awful down there. It pisses me off so bad. So now you get to watch me set up when I already had it all set up down there. Hello to the people that are here so far. I don't think they've sent out the email yet. Nope. So happy Friday, people that are here. Sorry for the technical difficulty. We get to watch things load. We get to watch a spinning blue circle. That's a lot of fun. This is the time of my life right now. So does anyone have any of the current deals? Is there anything you have questions about? Anything you've seen that piques your interest? You have questions? Shoot it in the chat. We have a few different products here. We have a free gift of the month. This is a new thing we're doing this year. If you buy any of the deals, you will get a free gift here. So this one is a cinematic trailer pack. We can listen to this as well. I just put up a video for it last night, but we can listen to it. Here's another freebie. Now this is the standalone freebie, meaning you don't have to purchase anything. You can just go here, click it, and download it from our friends at Epic Stock Media, Ambient Cinematic Guitars, which is going to be WAV files. Then this one, the free gift, and the difference is you have to buy one of the deals and then you get this. So there is a purchase required for the free gift, but the freebie right here, no other purchase required. No purchase necessary. Oops, you just saw, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. We'll get deals, I don't think so. Like the Sforzando, is that what you're talking about? Plug. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Plug. Plagui? Plug Sforzando player? I don't really know much about that. But who knows? Hi Arfo. Hi Metal Tim A. Hi Michelle. All right. Looks like Studio One completely froze. Yippee. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, we're always on the lookout for like new deals and stuff, you know? So usually people will contact us, but if people request things like that, we are not opposed to reaching out and contacting developers and all that. Of course, we're not opposed to that. So maybe we're just going to sit here and do nothing. I still don't have an email for this stream. Nothing. Finally. Okay, Nordisk Contrabasse. Let's check this out and wait till other people to come up. So I'm just gonna wait for this to load. This is a really cool instrument. I feel like everything I've seen from Have Instruments, I hope that's who does this. I'm pretty sure it's who does this. It's really unique and really cool, and they do something different, which I like a lot. So this is the Nordisk Contrabasse. It's got kind of a weird name, doesn't it? So there is a video on this, but I want to talk about it again because there's only like 2 days left. Yeah, a little over 2 days left to get this Have Audio Unique Instruments Nordisk Contrabasse. And I think that was the email. There we go. So now more people should be showing up. So I'll talk about this. Yeah, I know there's not much time left for it, but that's one of the reasons I kind of want to touch on it because it's really cool and it has some really kind of weird and unique sounds. Yeah, sample based, but it's a unique kind of sound design type library. So. So we have these two mic positions here. This is the DI direct in. It's more of a raw, but also kind of sounds kind of synthy. And then we have the mic here. Now I'm playing this kind of in the higher register. Mod wheel controls dynamics, so the texture is what I really like about that. It's just kind of weird. And the interface is a bit weird too. So right here we have this ice. So I turn this all the way down and we get bone dry. The ice is going to add that huge ambience to it. You notice that there is legato on it right now. So this warp speed down here will change the speed of like the phrases and stuff. So for instance, I've been playing the blue keys down here. That's kind of like the legato, the playable instruments where you can play your own melodies. And then here in the green keys is some phrases. Which are really cool. So the warp speed will control the speed of that. So it tells you exactly what BPM that is, or you sync to your host and it will sync to whatever tempo you set in your DAW. So it's like a really gritty, obviously a bowed string instrument, but it's got that texture to it, which is really unique and really cool. Hi everyone, if you're just joining, we're looking at Nordisk Contrabasse. So if we go over here, right now I've just been playing this kind of default articulation. Notice right there in the purple we have key switches. So this one right here, what is that, an A? It's hard to tell when there's only, okay. Anyway, this key right there, you can all see it. That's going to be the default legato. Half step up there is going to be more of, it's going to be a sustain, but it's like, it's sort of like a droning texture, like from something like a nickel harpa or like almost like a hurdy-gurdy. It sounds very ancient when you play chords like this. And then this one here is like a ricochet. So the bow is ricocheting off the string. It's a shorter note. So those are key switches set up just for this one called Wales Legato. That's why I said it's kind of weird, because we have the Wales Legato down here, but then there's also a little key switch. So you can get this ricochet sound, which is not legato at all. But, and then again in the green, we have the phrases. Which are really cool. And again, sync to your host's tempo, or you can do a free sync and do this and play it really fast. So lots to do, and this is just on one articulation. So over here we can change the articulations. Again, that Wales Legato has 3 different ones to choose from, including that ricochet short note. So that starts a lower note, a whole step down maybe, and then slides up, glissando. Hi everyone. This plugin here is the Nordisk Contrabasse, which only has like 2 days left, so I like it a lot, so I wanted to show it. Okay, going on the melodic articulations here. This one's called Harmony of Wales. And again, mod wheel controls dynamics, which will make it a lot more gritty and textured and open it up. Or something a bit soft and quiet like that. So we have that Harmony of a whale's articulation is pretty much like a sustain. You can play chords with it like I was. Now pizzicato. And again, if you hear the reverb and you don't like it, this ice control here just turns it off. So you get multiple velocity layers there. And you get weird, funny bends like that and stuff. And all these are accessible by the red down there. So you notice those green right there are just slaps, no tone, just a rhythmic slap. So just add it as a kind of a rhythmic device. And then sounds like harmonics, short harmonic pluck. This one's double stops, so more suited for orchestral trailers genre. I mean, I think it's, yeah, I would mostly use it for like ethnic world music. Like for me, I could see you could like really easily write like an old kind of Viking style score with this, because it sounds really ancient. But the phrases and stuff and the textures, which I'm going to show, could be used in anything that calls for like an ambient texture. Right now I'm just playing through like the kind of playable articulations, which sound really nice. Lots of texture in there. And again, that sort of whale's legato is kind of the main one. And you'll have all these phrases up here. Maybe. What happened? Oh, it's loading, sorry. That's why it's the main one, so it's got so much to load. Alright, let me read the stuff. Yeah, you could use that in jazz as well. The pizzicato, very jazzy. Alright, now I'm going to textures. So start with twisted pizzicato textures. That's all loaded. So now we're getting into like horror movie territory, right? So now you see why I really like it. It can do like anything. We haven't even gotten into the arpeggiator. So this is wood body percussions, again, using the instrument as a rhythmic percussion instrument as opposed to playing notes with it. It's pretty quiet. Again, horror movie stuff now. That's bow textures, low engines. All sorts of stuff. Unusual tech. I'd say they're all pretty unusual so far, you know? I turned the reverb on. You can turn it off. Now it's dry. This controls the ambience. The kind of over-the-top ambience. For a more realistic reverb, you turn that on. God, I love this stuff. Here's for good. You can do comedy with this. And then finally, 3 different textures called Pizzicato Drone 1, 2, and 3. Which is just sort of a swarm of notes playing in a specific pitch, depending on what key you play. So, 2 different main categories there. Textures down here and melodic up there. So, if you get this and you're like, how do I access the articulations? It's all right here within the GUI itself. And wait for that to load. Someone said, Dark Seinfeld. I'd love to watch that. Together with Half Audio Sax Fury, this can get you the sound of Nordic jazz quartets like Jarrett's Scandinavian Quartet. I look forward to hearing any loops or phrases. I played some of those in the beginning. Those are all here on the green keys, so there's quite a few. Each key, even the black keys, the half steps, all have a phrase programmed to them. And then again, I didn't even make use of the arpeggiator here, just simple arpeggiator. You can use that to create your own rhythms, either a pulse or an arpeggio with multiple notes, different time-based effects, 16th note, 64th note, all the way up to it's pretty fast. All right, so there's that. I like it a lot because it's so unique. It does something different. Let's do our first giveaway. How do we do giveaways? When I type go, so please don't start yet, I'll type it into the chat and everyone type one number between 1 and 1,000, and whoever, then we'll randomly generate a number. Whoever gets as closest to that number will win $50 gift card. And everyone can go ahead and start that now. As I try to not load up, but extract some of the, what's it called? Sample track stuff. All right, so extracting some of the sample track stuff, which I can download more of as well. Cinematic zither, got that. Okay. Going on, old broken piano. Sample track stuff is really good. So we do have sort of a focus today on like cinematic and trailers and stuff, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Someone asked about the Beatmaker bundle. I don't have that one. I'll show you guys which ones I have right now. Okay. There you see all the lovely sample track stuff downloading. Obviously I have this one. And I'll also explain something to those guys that just popped in about our free gift for the month, which is something new we're doing, and I'll explain that. Modern Vox Engine, I don't have that one on this computer. I have Tetrality, actually. Even though Jess did that video, I have that here. The 4-in-1 guitar bundle I have. Beatmaker bundle, I gave it to Marcus to do a video on, and he has not done that yet. So, I do not have that right now. Sadly. Marcus has mini mods. I don't have that. I have that. I really wish I had that, but I don't have it. Proclethia. Just did that video. And then I have these two here. This one probably not going to show because the video for it is, you know, me playing guitar. And I don't have my guitar in here. So it's like effects and stuff. Now. Yes. Listen to Arfo. One number only. Or else you'll be sued. Okay, so you guys know we often do freebies where it's just you click it, no purchase necessary, you can download it for free. Our freebie for this period, I think it's going to go on for a couple weeks, is from our friends at Epic Stock Media, which if you guys don't know them, they do really good sound effects and also loops, but what I use the most for, I've used their sound effects in quite a few video games. So they have really good sound effects packs, professional quality stuff. And I've used it in, you know, really real releases for video games, and also use them as a starting point to then warp and process and do sound design. But something new is the free gift of the month. Now, this is a free gift. You only get it when you purchase one of the deals. So unlike the freebie where there's no purchase necessary, as soon as you purchase a deal, you will get this for free. It's a cinematic trailer pack, and we can have a look and listen to that as well if anyone is interested. So, with that all out of the way, all right, I'm going to wind down the giveaway, get those numbers in, and remember we have 3 more to go after this as well. So, if you didn't win, there's still hope. All right. No more numbers for giveaway 1. And we will go and randomly generate a number right now. And this is the winning number. $511. So remember, if you type more than one number, you have disqualified yourself for this giveaway. What I saw one that was really close. Where'd it go? So I see 2501, which is only 10 off. I thought I saw one that was a little bit closer. Maybe not. Also, if you see someone you're like, hey, that's the winner, why don't you see that? Then just shout it out. It's a group effort here. Oh, and you win because you put it first. So support at audio plugin dot deals. That is how we do things. If there is like a tie, it's simple. I just go with whoever put it first based on my chat. So there you go. Now I'm going to extract some other things. Congratulations, Owen. Someone said Cinepack introspection, please. Does that mean you want me to look at the cinematic, the free gift, the gift of the month? John Ralston, is that what you're asking? Okay, I've extracted like a bunch of those sample tracks once. By the way, that's a really good deal, the sample tracks. So you get all this. All these different libraries, which is a ton. So there you go. Quick look at that. We're going to listen to some of them too. Hi everyone. Late or not, welcome. Also, I just put a video on that up 23 hours ago. This is the free gift. If you want, you can save that for later. I'm not opposed to looking at it now either. Just if we don't get to it, I listen to a lot of sounds there. Okay, so we looked at Nordisk. The sample tracks. That one's huge, so let's look at that. I just extracted about 10 or 11 of them. And that's not even all of them. There we go. So the Brahms and the Clockworks I had already. I don't think those are in it. Yeah. So Dope 6, Cinematic Zither, UI Designer, Alert, Shockwave, Whoosh, Stutter Matter, Harmonics, Shocking Signal. And then you also get Torsion, Fantaflute, Sonicscape, Opium, and Sanctuary. So I'm gonna kind of here we go. Oh, look, that's not even done extracting. That's why I was like, what the hell? Cinematic Zither I know is. But as you just saw, there's all these WAV files as well. If you don't have full version of Contact, you can still make use of these sounds by using the WAV files. Most of them will use this engine here, this photosynthesis engine. So you have this, then you have effects, rhythm, step sequencer, and then kind of global effects and equalizer here. So this is Cinematic Zither. You can see there's quite a few different instruments there. Right now, it's just Zither Ambient. So if you can't tell already, most of the sample track stuff is going to be very, very dark and very aggressive, very intense. Either for horror music, like really intense, or really ambient, creepy horror music. It's very dark. There's not going to be like bright, uplifting trance sounds here. It's made for cinematic and also trailers, so you'll have, you know, these really good sound design and trailer sounds, but very, very dark stuff, aggressive. So I'm going to scroll through some of the sounds there. You'll notice this one's Zither Ambient. We have different sounds mapped all across the keys here. So some of them are, you know, nice low drones, and then others are that really shrieky, matrixy type, the waterphone type sound. You know, the release was all the way down there. That's why you can adjust the ADSR of the amp. So there, the release is off. I'd say you can add like a lot of reverb to that and then use it as a riser almost in a trailer type track. And then of course turn the release up and it'll be more natural decay to it. So those are some of the bowed sounds. Hits. So I'd say the bowed sounds, like, it's very obvious what kind of instrument this is. A natural acoustic instrument. And then once you get into like hits, like that right there, that's just a badass trailer boom type hit. So they're going to be processed, kind of ready to instantly use in a track. Let's see. And these get the full character of the instrument itself. Reverse. That's awesome. Might be a little loud. Did it blow your eardrums? I got some clipping there. But really, really cool sounds. So their soundscape's going to be kind of drones and, again, more processed, more synthy. This would actually go really well with our free gift of the month. So this is some of the sample tracks bundle. Since someone asked, and just kind of want to show this, so at least we know what you might be getting with the freebie. Is this it? Show and explore. Mix down, freebie, Sam trailer, that's it. Okay. All right, let's do our second giveaway as I kind of show this stuff in the corner. In the corner. On the side, I have the browser. Let's do giveaway 2. If you don't know what to do, don't start quite yet. When I type go into the chat, please type one number between 1 and 1,000. We're going to randomly generate a number. Whoever typed in number closest to that is going to win $50 gift card to Audio Plugin Deals, and you can use it on the deals. You can use it on anything. And go ahead and type that for giveaway 2. As I kind of look through these, this is our free gift of the month. So if you win a $50 gift card, you want to use it on the deal, you'll get this. Sam Music Cinematic Trailer Pack Volume 1. Mostly over here I use the sound design stuff, but if you click this music, these are kind of more... They're really loud, that's what it is. So you can kind of hear those that have like a lot of different elements going on. What I personally use more of are just like these kind of layers in sound design. Layers, which you can see there's quite a few of them. And again, remember, this is a totally free gift with any purchase for the month of February. So, you know, you have quite a few different sounds. You combine them all, you can get something like this, which is made up of all individual sounds from the sound design category here. So that was made entirely with sounds from the free gift of the month. Pretty good. So you get kind of long evolving beds and soundscapes like that, as well as these booms. Stutter effects. Some really cool stuff. So again, that's completely free this month with any purchase of any deal. So free gift of February. All right. Oh, well, that's not very fun. The second number is... So I think it does say this here. If you add any of the deals to the cart and then you can claim the gift on the cart page, it says. So here's what mine looks like right now. I added one thing to my cart, and it says you can also claim this free gift. But it has to be a deal. It can't be like the shop items. All right. Is there anything in particular you guys want to say? Anything at all? Talk shop for a minute. How's everyone doing? It was supposed to freeze. How's everyone doing with the weather across the United States? It's like freezing some places. It's like crazy. No, the number was 18. Right there. Lady Absolute, I do not have Mini Monster. Marcus has that. I'm in Florida. I weather is bipolar. I used to live in Florida. I lived in Tampa. All good, Metal Timmy. And Z-Tish Studios. It's all good. Mistakes happen. Benefit of the doubt. My locale, Ohio, is diggable territory, lots of snow. Yes, I go to Ohio a lot. My girlfriend's family lives there. She was born there and grew up there. In a little tiny town called Mount Pelier. And then her mother's in Bryan, Ohio. So I go there a lot. But yes, so we're hearing from the family over there that it's really bad. Here, it's pouring down rain. It was supposed to freeze. There's no freezing. It's just absolutely miserable. Yeah, I love Florida. Having alligators in our backyard. The sandhill cranes. The love bugs. And those giant green grasshoppers. Oh, and the lizards. Anole. The green and brown anole. The little lizards, you can catch them. And one time I got one on my shirt. When I was 10, no, I think I was 8 when we first moved there. 7 actually, and I pulled its tail, and its tail came off and was moving around on the floor. Now as a kid, you're not aware that thing like this is supposed to happen. I'm not aware as a 7-year-old kid that this is something that nature does, and I think I shit my pants. I was like, Mom, its fucking tail's moving. No, except I screamed like a little kid and ran away. Kenneth asks me, how long have you been composing, producing? What is your DAW of choice? Composing with the DAW since 2008. Before that, I was writing songs with a Yamaha keyboard and a actual like a 16 track studio, no computer. So with the DAW since about 2008. Started with the FL Studio. My DAW of choice today is 100% PreSonus Studio One right here. My favorite DAW in the world, the best DAW in the world. If you want to know why, I can get into it, but I love it. I own FL Studio, I own Cubase, and I own Studio One. All great. Whatever you like, use it. Don't listen to what other people like. Pick what you like. Try a demo and pick one you like. I like Studio One. No, it was a Yamaha DGX 205. Before that, it was a... God. It was one from my friends. I borrowed it. It was either a... I think it was a Roland. It was like really nice. Tell us about the merits of Studio One. Okay, why do I like it so much? It's really fast. So you got to know part of my history for why I like it so much, because everyone's different. I started with FL Studio, which is really, really, really fast. It's got a completely different workflow than any other DAW in the entire world. You get those like playlists and clips. You don't get, I mean, you do get a playlist like this. The playlist in FL Studio is like this. What I'm talking about is like the channel mixer. Like, I forget what it's called, but so I would just make a bunch of clips and like drag them out like this, but everything would be inside of one thing, which is kind of like over here in the the Studio One scratch pad. So there you go. Studio One is insanely fast. All I do is click and drag and drop. And in Cubase, to set up an expression map, I bought Cubase just for expression maps, and then Studio One has it as well, and it's so much easier. What's an expression map or an articulation map? It's for changing articulations in orchestral music or any sample library that has multiple articulations. In Cubase, to set it up, it is long and tedious, and it takes me about 2 seconds. In Studio One, I go like this. So to add new key switches, literally, boom, 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 boom. That's it. In Cubase, you've got to go add one, change this, change this, change this, change this, change this, change this, type it in, and then do it all again for all your articulations. Studio One took me 5 seconds to add all those, and they're right there. Boo, boo, boo. Do you like the Atom SQ controller? I don't have it. Oh, there's lots of stuff here. In the artist, Studio One artist. I recommend artists to all my students. You guys remember I started teaching college classes at the end of last year, and I'm doing it every semester now. I use Studio One for them because it's the easiest to use and it's most powerful, and it's easy to transfer the skills you learn there onto the other DAWs like Cubase or something like that. It's much harder to transfer skills from FL Studio to other DAWs. I don't have the PreSonus Atom. I used to. I talk about this all the time. I often buy gear and be like, oh my god, this is gonna change everything, and then I end up never using it. So I had complete control keyboard, never used it. Not that it's bad. Sold it. I had the Atom drum pad, never used it. Sold it. I had all kinds of MIDI controllers with all the knobs and pads, never used them. Sold them. So that's what. Doesn't mean they're not good. It means I'm simple. No frills. Hello, David, my friend. How have you been? I haven't talked to you in like 10 years. Emotional Viola is very good. I love that library. I'm good, man. Very good. Okay. This is some good chat right here. Is there anything else? I mean, any questions, concerns, any things you guys want to see in a video for any of these? I haven't done the well, I almost said what deals are coming next, and I almost screwed it up there. Gypsy Folklore asks, use the same workflow. Is that why you do not use controllers? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I literally started composing an adult with no MIDI controller. I used just my mouse, and I made entire songs that way. So again, it all depends on what you and your workflow is. So if you hear me say, I do this, don't take that as a reason why you have to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which one will you upgrade in the Studio One, please? I'm not sure what you're asking there. Yeah, you want to listen to the Brandon Boone analog textures. What are the plugins I use in Studio One? Like right now, I mean, I use Contact mostly. I do orchestral stuff. For those who don't know, I write orchestral music, some electronic, very not a lot, like 90% orchestral music. So I use Contact. I use orchestral tools, Sign Player. I use the Spitfire player, all that kind of stuff. If you want to see exactly what I use, this is literally my template I use on everything. I use reverbs, and that's about it. As for instruments, I use Virtual Soundstage as well. That's a really good one. As for instruments, it's mostly Contact. You can see right here, Contact, Sign Player, Contact, blah, blah, blah. I do use Impact. I just don't like I don't like playing. I literally program everything in my mouse. I program the music. I play it on the piano to write it, but I do not hit record and play my lines in ever. Again, just me. 100% programming for me. Mouse and keyboard. Do I like BBCSO? I like the core a lot. What classes do I teach in college? I teach a class called, what is it called? This Organic Lab for Innovation and Creativity. That's a lot to type with one finger. What is my class called? Cinematic sound design, even though I wish they would call it like composing, because it's really not sound design, it's composing. It's how to use a DAW. There you go. I'm going to have to ask them to change the name of that. Cinematic compose. What's a good name for a class like that? Because sound design, I mean, we talk a little bit about sound design. We don't really. More about composing and using the tools. Okay. Holy shit, there's a lot of questions today, which is good. I have Berlin strings and woodwinds for contact. If you tried any of the Berlin series on sign, yes, I have the entire Berlin series except brass. I still have all my contact versions. Berlin woodwinds is like my favorite library for woodwinds. The sign version's okay, but there's some obvious issues with the legato transitions. It is not the same library. The samples are the same, but the scripting is different. So it sounds different and it works a little bit different. And I mean, it's good, but if you know in the contact instruments, it's going to be different, especially for the strings. So like with the strings, if you play a note at the lowest velocity layer on Berlin strings, it starts off with a slow attack. Middle velocity layer is going to be like a more just standard attack, and then a hard velocity layer is going to be a sharp spiccato type attack. Sign player only has 2 velocity layer triggers, so that stuff is missing. The performance legato type stuff is missing. It's kind of annoying, but again, samples are the same. It sounds fine. It performs and plays differently. And it's not just me. It's like an actual limitation of the software. So. For orchestra music, is there a way to split out string parts if you have played in whole chords, not parts? Yes, just if you record a chord. Literally, if I record a triad, or I want to play that, I just literally split it up in between violins 1, violins 2, and violas if it's in the high parts, with a legato patch. If you have each of your string sections playing a legato patch, it's going to be much easier because they can't physically play chords because it's monophonic. So that will force you to take your chords when you're writing ideas and you write a chord. You can write in the MIDI data, but make sure you split it so that each section only has one note, one voice, because or else they'll all kind of bunch up and get muddy. You know what I mean? Or just buy a library with Auto DVC and it solves all your problems. Do your students know you're famous? I'm not famous at all. What is your link? Be Free Productions. You can search www.befreemusic.com if you want to look into me. Doesn't Cubase dominate in education cinematic composing? It did, but I mean, Studio One's fairly new. More people are using it. I think Cubase and Logic dominate the industry. But again, if I teach them Studio One, it's a lot easier for them to learn Cubase that way because the skills really transfer as opposed to like FL Studio and whatnot. Modern classic composition basics, digital okay, that's a good name. Ray said digital composition. Do I have experience in computer music? That's all I do pretty much is computer music. Oh, no, not the magazine. Sorry. No magazine. Never written for any magazine. Okay. Giveaway 3. If you have any more questions, shoot them in and I'm happy to answer. All right, so giveaway again. If you just popping in, how we do that, please type one number into the chat between 1 and 1,000, and you can go ahead and start typing those numbers. Please, one number only. Then we'll randomly generate a number, and whoever gets closest. I'll place my website after this giveaway so it doesn't get lost in all this stuff. I'm looking at my website now. I need to update it. And where's my little pop-up intro thing? Pretty angry about that. It's supposed to be a little pop-up intro. It's not there. So yeah, if you want to know what products I like from our deals right now, again, remember, any deal you can get this for free. I showed that a little bit. It's really good. You can get the free ambient cinematic guitars, no purchase necessary. Epic Stock Media is a great company. I use them personally in many professional projects, sound effects in video games that are released on all consoles, mobile games, all kinds of stuff. So United Plugins Guitar Bundle, if you're a guitarist, is a great set of effects. Sample Tracks Bundle, I love it. Showed a little bit of it today, but it's huge. You get so many different libraries here, and so there's 14 in there, 4 in that one. 18 libraries altogether. If you don't have Kontakt full version, you can make use of the WAV files of all of those sounds. So don't be despaired if you don't have Kontakt full. And then the Nordisk Contrabasse. I love it. Those are my personal favorites. But again, some of these I don't have and haven't tested, so that doesn't mean they're not good. Whoops. Okay. Okay. So, winding down giveaway. Where's Marley? I think Marley's in your picture. Hey everyone, do you know who Sarah is right there talking? That is Marley and Cole's. That's Audio Plug and Pooch's mommy. Or that's the one and only Sarah, my lovely girlfriend, who's never chimed into a chat before. And now she's here. And those are our dogs in her little picture. Actually, Marley was downstairs, Sarah, and then I was setting up down there, and then it doesn't, and then she left, or it didn't work down there with the internet. Anyway. Yeah, I had everything set up downstairs to go, and then she was laying by the inversion table, Sarah, and then she left. All right. Giveaway 3. The winning number is 350. Kenneth, having one of my songs placed in a game, tell me more about that. Did they contact you and you wrote it like custom for them, or was it, say, you write for a publisher and the publisher placed your song into their game? Tell me more about that. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like to do YouTube God. How do you get free stuff? Literally just go to our website. You can download this for free. Probably just have to fill in your email and stuff. This is totally free right now. Literally just go here and you can download it. So audioplugin.deals, I'll put the link here. Oops. What the? Okay, so if you don't know how to get the free stuff, go there. Down at the bottom, there's 2 freebies. Ambient Cinematic Guitars is available for free, no purchase necessary. At the bottom, there's a free gift of the month, which is something new we're doing this year. I'm not sure it'll be every month, but we're going to offer more like this, where if you buy a deal, you'll get this for free. So that's something new. We're also doing some redesigns and stuff. So this year there is some new stuff coming. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. But for now, the biggest thing is that you get a free gift if you purchase any of the deals for the whole month of February. It's called our February gift of the month. The winner was... I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I pasted it. The number was right there, 350. Not making it up. So yeah, we had a winner who was 1 off. So Kenneth, how was your song placed in the game? Because then someone asked me, Gypsy Folklore asked if I have a manager to assist in placements. No. Well, I mean, when you get sync placements, you write for a publisher or a music library. So I send them my music. They put the music in front of people, music editors, video editors who need it, and they pick from their library. The music library, your publisher, wants your music to get placed, because then they get paid, you get paid. You know, if you're just writing music and you're not giving it to a music library, if you think it is good enough to be placed, start doing it. Register with a performance rights organization, a PRO, which is, mine is BMI here in the US. Register your music with a performance rights organization, which your publisher will do for you. So if you are making beats or if you're writing music, you don't know how to legitimize yourself that is the first step into being legit, working with a music library who will register music with the performance rights organization, which is how they track your royalties and how you get paid. And that also means that if someone takes your song and uses it without authorization, they will find it. They'll know. And if they say they use it on YouTube and they try to monetize their YouTube video with your song, you will make money from their ads and so on and so forth. Everyone keeps everyone accountable and legit. So in a way, I do not have a manager, but in a way, if you write for a music library, your publisher, the head of that music library, is like a manager for you and all of their artists because they want the music to get placed and they want to get paid as well. Benefits everyone. All right, so I'm gonna do the final giveaway, wrap this up. We spent about half the time looking at stuff and the other half talking about music questions, which I am more than happy to do. So if you have anything else, if you have any questions about the deals, any questions about blah blah blah, anything, what's the weight of African swallows, whatever, shout it out. And we're gonna do the final giveaway. So people often ask me this: am I an owner of Karani Sounds? No. What I do, I'm an owner of my own business, and I'm a freelancer for everything else. I'm a contractor. Technically, I'm not even an employee of Audio Plugin Deals, though we all consider myself to be. But I'm a freelancer. All I own is my own business. You may notice I do walkthroughs for Karani Sounds. I do walkthroughs for Sound Yeti. I think maybe there's another one I do. But yeah, because I do this on camera, when companies need actual walkthroughs, sometimes they contact me, or sometimes they put out a bulletin saying I need someone to do videos. I say, hey, I'd be happy to do that for you. I get paid to make their walkthrough videos. I do not make commissions off of people buying them. So I'm not going to go around, there's no ethical conflict there. I am not part of those companies. I am a freelancer, but if I do their walkthroughs, I present myself as Brian with Karani Sounds or Brian with Sound Yeti, and I say we wanted to do this, meaning we Sound Yeti. I'm a spokesman for their company in that video. That's what I do. What do I charge for a walkthrough video? I'm not going to tell you. Let's say I started at about $75. What do I make now? I've been doing it for a long time. That's what I started at. Not $500 and not 75. I don't want to discuss it here. All right. So get those numbers in for our final giveaway. Do you have any tips on how to better charge in terms of working in the game industry? Man, you can get like all kinds of advice from people. There's some people that say, I only, some people are like, I only work for $1,000 a minute. Yeah, everyone charges per minute, but people, you'll get all over the place. And also people would just lie about it sometimes too. So like you can go on Fiverr, which I work on, and you can get like, this is what you're competing with these days. Okay. Let's say I'm looking at it right now. I will make professional epic music is starting at $100. Sometimes they don't even charge per minute. So like, I think my first song, I made $50 for an entire 2-minute song. That was it. I had zero experience, zero nothing. I make a lot more than that now. So it's all up to you. People who say, geez, not Fiverr. Look, literally, I started an entire business off of Fiverr. They will not destroy entire industries. They've been here a long time. The industry's still going fine. I don't like some of the things they do, and I don't like some of the people they do charge too little. But I'm telling you, it's not going to destroy an entire business. I started on Fiverr, and I built an entire business off of nothing. Okay? I had zero experience, zero money. I was working as a fucking fast food worker. I run an entire business right now, and I make full-time income just doing this stuff. Okay, so it is what you make of it. I don't like some of the things they do, but if you're gonna try to make it in this industry and you're not gonna adapt to changes, then good luck. But we all have to adapt and evolve. So some of these things are just part of what life is like now. I don't. Okay, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'll get very passionate about this because literally I hate a lot of the things about them, but you don't have to use it. Like, I don't use it at all anymore. I have one order on right there right now for $400 on Fiverr. That's not even like 1/4 of my monthly income, okay? I'm telling you, I literally started with nothing. I use Fiverr to build an entire business with full-time income, and I don't use it anymore. It's a stepping stone, right? It's not going to destroy an industry. It's there. If people don't respect your craft on there, then don't fucking work with them. It's easy. I see so many people like have all kinds of opinions on it, and of course everyone's experience is different, but that's mine. I get a lot of bullshit offers on there, and I just say no thank you. You know, I respect myself, I respect my time, I know what my time and energy is worth, and I have no problem saying no if someone lowballs you on anything. It's all part of the process. See, this is why people don't talk about how much they charge. Everyone argues about it. I make full-time income now. I'll charge like $120 per minute for something basic. If they want like the full exclusive rights to it and stuff, it's gonna start at least $500 per minute. But again, like, it all depends on budget. If I work with a company that like has let's say, a budget of $1 million for a game, you're going to make a lot more than someone whose entire budget for the whole game is $10,000. So, how do I market my services? So it's like, you know, oh, you're gonna love this. That's our winning number for our final giveaway. I swear to God, 5. So we're talking about fucking Fiverr. It's 5. So I mean, there's many ways to make it in this industry. You want to know my journey? I'm 100% open about it. I hate people that like they hide things and they're like, I only charge $1,000 a minute. Okay, well, you also don't get any work. You know what I mean? Be smart, know your worth, but also adapt. It's just what we have to do. You got to adapt or else you ain't going to make it. Fucking 5. Oh, I see 17. I see a 1. Oh, I see a 2. Okay, that's the winner too. Absolutely. 2 is the winner. Gypsy Folklore asks, how am I marketing my services? Yes, I don't do any marketing. Like I said, I have a profile there on Fiverr. I've gotten like 12 orders on Fiverr in the past 6 months. Okay. The entire base of clients that I have now all came from that. There's only 2 clients, no, 3. There's 3 clients out of hundreds that I've had that didn't come from there. So, I mean, you meet people there, you meet people that respect your work, and then you say, once you trust each other, you say, hey, now let's do invoices from my own thing. Fiverr doesn't take a cut. You stop using Fiverr. It's just a stepping stone. Support at audio plugin out deals for the winner. Just making sure we got all that taken care of. So yeah, I mean, everyone. I don't think you guys understand, like, that is the future of the industry, whether you like it or not. Like, I have been contacted by big companies. That's where they're looking now. I'm serious. Whether you like it or not, that's where they're looking. Okay? Do you know the guy named John Tesh? He was on Good Morning America. He's a pianist. He used Fiverr, and I worked for him on Fiverr. Cheetah Mobile, the company that had my first huge game. I mean, this game, Rolling Sky 2, has been played millions, probably billions of individual users and downloads. This game, Rolling Sky 2. They contacted me on Fiverr, and I made like $4,000 writing 2 songs for them. I worked with producer Malik Youssef, who produced for Kanye West, and a guy named Shomi Patwari. If you look up his resume, he directs videos for Beyonce, Jay-Z, all this stuff. They did a video starring Michael K. Williams from The Wire, who just recently passed away. They used Fiverr to find a composer for this video. Okay? These are people at like the highest level of industries, right? Blows my mind that they would use this. I got I got my entire job with Whitethorn Digital, which now allows me to teach college courses. They contacted me on Fiverr like 6 years ago. Okay, just putting it in perspective. That's where people look, but it's also where people look to fucking lowball you. You know what I mean? You take what you need and you leave the rest. I am not saying it's going to save your career. I'm not saying this is only that happens. I'm saying it is a way to make money, and it's a way to build a portfolio. It's also a way to get fucked over if you're not smart. You know what I mean? See, I see that too, but like we just have to adapt. There are loads of people who charge way too little. That's their loss. They're not gonna, you know what I mean? They don't have as good of a quality. They're gonna get burnt out. Like it's always gonna be there. Since the dawn of time, there's gonna be someone who undercuts people. So take it or leave it. I actually hate a lot of things about the site, okay? I'm just telling you, there's stuff to be found there. Good stuff. Like career-making stuff, okay? Yeah, literally. All of these, besides that one right there, all of this came from Fiverr. This band, Legion of the Damned, I did the intro on there. I mean, they're not like massive, but they have a great following. And they contacted me there, and I did intros for 2 of their songs. So they're in every industry: metal music, hip hop music, advertising. I do all of the music and a lot of sound design for this company here. This is the owner of this company is actually like one of my best friends now. He met me on Fiverr again, probably like 6 years ago, and I do everything for him now. I'm even, see that guy right there with the piano and the glasses? That's me. Okay. So I feel like I'm part of this. Again, I'm a freelancer, but I'm totally part of this team. You know what I mean? This is placements through music publishers. That doesn't count. This game, Outlaster, let's see, 118 million people. There's 3,000 people playing it now in Roblox. I did the score for this. So you never know. All I'm saying is you never know. Okay? There are some crazy opportunities out there. And if you don't put yourself out there and you don't take some risks, what are you gonna get? Nothing. So yeah, I've talked about this a little bit before, and people are always blown away, but just my experience. And I mean, everyone has a valid point, but of course I get passionate about that because, like, literally, as much as I dislike a lot of practices on that website, it's not, people have no experience with it, and they're just like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. No, it's not. AI isn't the end of composing. None of this is the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean? Do you want to be smart and adapt? Just new opportunities. New opportunities for people like us to make a name for ourselves and make money. Any other questions? John Tesh. Yeah, that blew me away when John Tesh and he wanted strings for a backing track for a PBS special, and I was like, you know, you're skeptical. You're like, wait, are you serious? And then they send you this stuff. You're like, oh, you are fucking serious. There's an error on download cinematic guitar. How so? Let's try. Like on down, like you purchased it already and you downloaded it, or can you make more money making loops and tracks in the markets? I'm not sure what you mean by that. No, Fiverr does not make sure you get all the royalties and back end. If you don't read the fine print, you can end up selling all your stuff for nothing. That's why I said be smart about it. Put all of this stuff in your gig and make them agree to it. When they submit a gig, they have to fill out these requirements, and then they have to agree. So you say, by submitting this gig, you understand that I have the rights to this music. I'm licensing it to you. I'm writing it for you. You don't own it. I have rights to this music. This is my music, my rights. I can do other stuff with it. If you want full exclusive rights, it's going to cost a lot more. Stuff like that. Just be smart. I don't know. I've never made a loop library, and I never will. That's just not my thing. But I know people who do, and they make good money off it. That's not what I want to do. So I don't see myself ever doing that right now. I see myself maybe doing like a sample library eventually, but okay, I got my download for the guitars. I'm gonna see if I get an error. So I mean, I don't have an error yet. I downloaded it. Can I have your brain for one day? 60 minutes times 24 minutes for the rest of my life. No. I like my brain. The thing is, here you are. You can pick my brain, and I'll share it freely. Let's see. Okay. Here's the guitars. Into my cart. Where's my cart? There's my cart. Enter my discount code. Apply. Total 0. Check out now. Click here to log in. I'm a returning customer. And I'm placing order. Placing order. What about the lesser knowns? What about the lesser known? I get tons of lesser knowns. The reason I mention these big names is so that people understand it's not just like some bullshit marketplace for people that don't know what they're doing, right? Okay. Kenneth, I got it, but it's not listed in my products. On Epic Stock Media or on Audio Plugin Deals? I just did it and I have it instantly here. There it is. See, this is also what I do. I try to help people here. What's the best way to get more audiences for your music in the streaming services? I don't know. I have one song on streaming services and it's done actually pretty well. And it makes me like, what, $5 a quarter? I don't really use streaming services. See, there's kind of like two different, not two, but there's many different ways to kind of promote yourself and stuff. Yeah, so okay, when you do the freebie here, it's going to email you and tell you exactly what to do. So it says I have to go to the Epic Stock Media site and use this code to get it. So it's not going to be in once you do it, once you get it free on APD, then it's all on Epic Stock Media's site. So all right. I'm going to go. So yeah, get the freebies. It's good stuff. I am gonna plan what I'm gonna eat for dinner. So thanks everyone for hanging out. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. All right, thanks everyone. No problem for sharing. I'm happy to do it every stream, so you can come up and come up with all kinds of stuff next time. All right. Thanks everyone. I will see you next time.